not very far. It's like, I don't know, maybe for an hour from my house, but still in Idaho. It's a pretty cool spot. So I went to, well, had to go do fingerprints for my hazmat up in Idaho Falls, and ended up being way early. So we stopped by this Army surplus store. And cool thing, like I said, I'm not a rock hounder, but I like finding the cool rocks, so been getting more into it. But last time I was here, I was finding a lot of these really cool rocks way up this steep hill, and I ended up having to be like really choosy about what rocks I was taking, because well, all I had was myself and my little shovel, and I was trying to carry these 3 like big rocks back down the hill, and it's not a very tall, it's like maybe a few hundred feet tall, but it's like steep, sandy, like not good for hiking or walking or anything. Well, and then I was watching some YouTube videos of other rock hounders, and this guy had this old military surplus backpack that he was shoving little rocks in. Well, we stopped by this surplus store, and they had this really big backpack. This one I got for like 80 bucks. Like, sweet. And it's huge, so plenty of room to put the rocks in. But I didn't even realize it till I got it home and started kind of putting my stuff in it, trying to organize it a little bit, that one of the buckles was broken. Not a big deal. I found them on, cool thing, military stuff. There's part numbers on everything. So I was able to just look up the part number real quick. Found 2 of them for 25 bucks, which is cool because now I have a spare. But yeah, so now I get to try to figure out how the heck to replace this stupid thing. But it's all good, because if that's all I gotta pay to have a good backpack to carry rocks to make things just a little less sketchy for myself, I'll take it. But I don't know how well this is gonna work, because this is sewed in. But there's a little roll pin right here. I wonder if I'd push that out, if I can, which all my tools are in my trailer. Which, that's another project I've been working on, is I love the whole schoolie life thing, which I can't afford a school bus right now. But I've been finding, well, I had the trailer that I bought, and honestly, I didn't know what I was going to do with the trailer at first. It's an old military welding trailer, but for overlanding, it's like perfect, because it's got toolboxes on both sides of it. It originally had a top and doors on the front and back, but that top and doors were like stupid heavy, and the top wouldn't stay down. So I ended up taking the top off and the doors off, because it turned it into like a brick. And it was funny, on the way to go get it, I used pretty much a tank of fuel to get up there, and then on the way back it was almost 2 tanks of fuel to get home, because how steep it was, or how terrible the aerodynamics was on that trailer. But why I brought up the school bus thing is because I'm basically converting it into like a tiny home. It's not really a tiny home, and it's not really a schoolie bus. It's more like gonna be like a DIY truck bed camper inside of a military welding trailer, which you know, it's nice when you're building something to look up ideas that other people have had on builds. And can't say there's a whole lot of people out there with military welding trailers that have been converted into a tiny home. So but the closest I found is like a DIY truck bed camper, which is essentially what I'm building. which the floor plan on it, or the footprint on the between the boxes is pretty much the same size as a full-size truck bed. So honestly, it's going to work out great. But anyway, I try to figure out how the heck to fix this stupid thing. It's funny, I'd say I'm not a rock hounderer, and I'm not. I'm going to stick with I'm not a rock hounderer. Maybe someday I'll call myself a rock hounderer. Maybe I'll help those views, you know. But I had a guy, I was grocery shopping, and walked out of the store, and the guy follows me out all the way out of the store to my Jeep, and he's like, "Hey, you're that rock hounder guy on Facebook, right?" And I'm like, who the hell are you? But I get it, you know. I post some cool content, and people want to talk about it, and I welcome it. If you want to ask, there's one way to get me fired up, and that's talk about adventure stuff, and I'll talk your ear off as long as you want to. So I welcome it. If you want to come say hi, do it. But yeah, the guy was super nice, just wanted to know where, but I'm not telling anyone, sorry. If you figured out by the videos, well, good on you, but I'm not going to tell you where it is. That's kind of my special spot, and I want to keep it that way. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this. I definitely need a roll pin punch, and I don't have one. All I have is my pocket knife, and I feel like if I try to use that, I'm just going to stab myself. And I'm kind of a ways in the middle of nowhere, so I don't really want to stab myself today. But wouldn't be the first time. But oh, wait, maybe I can do it. Of course, I didn't even bring my freaking leather in. Like I said, my cheap military surplus backpack. I really wanted to get into backpacking this year, which I don't know if that's going to happen still or not, but we'll see. I'll try. But you know, I was wanting to get into backpacking anyway, and if anyone's ever, well, if any of you guys do that backpacking stuff, you know it's not cheap. Like anything outdoors or hobby, it's just not cheap. It's so much nicer being able to use a backpack instead of trying to carry stuff by hand. I got a little rock hammer at surplus store. It was like 15 bucks, which is about the same as what it would have been on Amazon, but it's nice to actually like hold it in your hand before you click that buy now button. Anyway, I'll keep hiking up this hill. Like I said, it's not tall, it's just soft and sandy and not fun to hike up. So already, I'm not even like, oh, maybe halfway up the hill. I already found a little piece. Forgot to fill my water tank. Could be washing these stuff off of this. Could be washing these rocks off out here, but anyway, here's another piece. You can see it's that same color. Where's the sun? Right there. But the thing that's cool about it is it's got this like really smooth, like kind of brownish. When I first found that one piece, I thought it was like a petrified root ball, but I don't think so. Anyway, it's kind of a cool piece anyway. Again, I'm not gonna keep it. I'm trying to find pieces that would be good to cut, because I got that tile saw now, and it's not a very big one, but I think the girlfriend's getting tired of all the rocks because we have like buckets of them, and I still don't know what to do with them. I don't know what they're worth. I'd like to sell them. Be nice to add or have a nice little, you know, residual income to help pay for the fuel of this fun adventure. But so if anyone wants to buy any of it, let me know. It's cool stuff. But yeah, we'll keep walking, see what we can find. Here's kind of a cool piece. Hiding behind this tree, so hopefully the lighting's a little better. But so you got that like really cool like obsidian looking stuff, but it's also got that cool brown in it. I'm sorry, I don't. I probably don't sound like I know what I'm talking about. It's because I don't. But it looks cool anyway. I feel like that'd look really cool, polished up. Maybe cut. See, I didn't even make it. Well, I'm probably like halfway up the hill right now. I'm already finding a bunch of cool stuff. So, we're gonna keep going. I gotta be kind of picky about what I bring home because I still don't know what to do with it. There's a ton of it here, so it's not like it's going anywhere. But I gotta figure out what I'm doing with it before I keep bringing a bunch of stuff home. Before the girlfriend starts kicking me in, my rocks out. No, she's super cool about it. She's patient, but I think all these rocks are piling up faster than she'd like. But hopefully I find a way to sell them or something. If they're worth anything, I don't know. I keep trying to tell people I could fill up dump trucks with this stuff, but I don't know what I'd do with it. One guy said make a cool rock garden, which, yeah, I could. But I don't actually have a dump truck, so I can't haul that much home with me. But that's one thing I kind of want to set up in my trailer. Just a way to do the rock hounding out of it. I think it'd be super cool to be able to wash and cut my rocks out in the field. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. I know I'm rambling a lot, but I don't know a whole lot about these rocks, so I kind of just ramble anyway. And all these like little washes, there's a ton of this stuff. But I want to find the cool, like big, like unique pieces. I feel like that's where the money is at with these things. It's not necessarily not just the little pieces, but the big, like really cool, unique ones. Like this piece is cool. This one definitely needs taken home and washed. See that? Off the camera. Let me try. Super cool. Got like that super red with that like glassy stuff in the middle. And this is why I got the backpack, because I'm not even halfway up the hill and I'm filling my pockets. So we're gonna run out of pocket space and gonna have to move somewhere else. I'm hoping that with this video, maybe it helps identify the rock a little bit, because maybe you guys will see like the other rock that's around it. Hopefully that'll help with identifying. A lot of people, and I kind of understand it, but a lot of people are asking me or telling me that, you know, it matters where the rock is to figure out what it is. And I understand that, but I still don't want to say exactly where. I just tell people Southern Idaho, which that's broad. That's really broad, but I worry about people coming here and one, destroying it, and two, getting themselves in a bind, because like I said, I got myself in a bind, and I'm in a Jeep on 40s, and I still got in a pretty crappy spot. But again, experience. I've been doing this a long time. I rock crawled for a long time. I feel like the rock crawling was probably the biggest help in the experience. For one, we were getting, you know, stuck and rigs rolling over. So I had a lot of practice with rolling rigs back over and getting people out of really screwed up spots, which a lot of times it was me having to get out of the screwed up spot. But either way, I have the practice and the eye for, you know, the picking lines on where to drive my rig and stuff, which helps a lot with this overlanding thing. Like, I have the 40s on my Jeep, but it's not for rock crawling. It's mainly because I don't have a very good filter for if I shouldn't go somewhere, and I need all the help I can get. And you know, the 40s 99% of the time or I don't need them. But there is that 1% of the time that, like the last time I came out here and I got in a bind, that they seriously saved my butt. Like, maybe could have got out of it with a little bit smaller tire, but the 40s sure made easy work of it. So yeah, so this stuff is scattered all over. Not really the cool, big, unique pieces like I was finding, but still like the highest concentration of it for sure. And I don't know if you're gonna get, so the camera's pretty well straight up and down. You can see how steep that is. I love this stuff. I don't know what that is, but I love the color. I know it's probably just some sandstone or something, but see, one of the guys that I was talking to at that show, his name's Tom. Super nice guy, makes arrowheads, and was making arrowheads with kids, which I thought was awesome. Wasn't charging him either, just gave him little pieces of obsidian just to teach him. I love that. But he thought, well, what if it's from lightning strikes? And one of the guys thought that was possible, but with as much as it's here, or as much stuff is here, he was saying it would have to be like just bombarded with lightning strikes, which doesn't make a lot of sense either. But he said, well, if it was really higher in like iron, it might attract more lightning strikes, which I guess is possible. But like this spot, it just, you know, it's just tons of it. Tons of big pieces like that. Well, not big, but it's all that same, like the obsidian like stuff. So, I don't know, maybe he's right. But look at that big piece. It's full of that. We still don't know what the rock is. I don't know what to call it, but it's full of that stuff. Get that cool flow or lines to it. That guy that followed me out of the store, he was like, "You're gonna, or where's that stuff at?" And he instantly said, "It's up No Tell 'em Creek, huh?" And I kind of felt bad. I like to help people, and I like to, like, especially with Jeep builds and stuff. You know, I like to give advice, although most people never listen. They ask me what I would do, and I tell them, and they never want to do what I would do. But I mean, why ask? But I like helping. I like seeing people get hooked on the adventure stuff. You know, I feel like the world would be a lot better place if people got outdoors more and enjoyed, you know, what God gave us. There's another cool one. It's got that like really brownish, but then in the middle of it's got that whatever it is. Look at this cool guy. Look at those swirls and stuff in there. I don't know what that is, but it's so cool. Oh, the lines in there. I don't know what that means. I love this formation though. It's super cool. And the view. View is pretty hard to beat. Oh look, snake shed. Oh, that's so cool. Hopefully the donor isn't hanging out around here anywhere close. Probably is. That's coming home too, for sure. So far I got a pocket full of rocks and a snake shed. Pretty excited about the snake shed. Don't find those too often. But my girlfriend has a snake. Call it Nope Rope. And I absolutely love that thing. I never thought cuddling with a snake could be so like soothing and relaxing. But it's so odd how like like when the snake's wrapped around me, how like relaxed I feel. It's weird. I never thought that'd be a thing. I still struggle with the idea of it being a thing, even though I know it's a thing. But I love that snake. It's like my favorite thing is when I start cuddling with no rope. But anyway, moving on to a new spot. I haven't been over here before. But I haven't made it this far over anyway. It's all this super, like, sandy, like, silty, like, washed out stuff. And not fun at all to walk in, for sure. But worth it, because I find all kinds of cool stuff. And I don't have a very good filter for I shouldn't walk there, because it's probably dangerous. And I don't have really any fear of heights, which is kind of good, but also probably even worse. It is good. It makes other people uncomfortable for sure, because I have no problems walking next to ledges. Doesn't bother me, which it probably should bother me more than it does, but it doesn't, so it's fine. Haven't died yet, so we're good. Even if I did, you know, if a guy was to go out here, there's worse places to go out. At least the view is beautiful. I don't mean that to sound like bad in any way. I don't want to die, but if I were to, out here would be the place. It's where I love to be. So, yeah, how can you not love it? How can you not love that view? Smell this guy. See, I don't know what that is. Super cool though. Oh, that piece. That's super cool. I think that one's gonna have to come home if I can carry it. I love that. That view. Can't beat it. My snake shed, I'm gonna have to try to pack around with me. I'm just starting too. But, oh well. Extra snake shed would be cool to have. Anyway. See, I don't know if it's worth digging this stuff out or not. Don't know what it is. Makes me nervous when I start hearing random rocks. I hope they're mine. This is definitely cat country, so gotta be careful. That's my problem. I always want to take the big rocks because they're cool looking. I don't have a good way to carry them. The backpack's kind of working, but it's still heavy. There's so much of it right here. The ground is shiny. It's scattered. I don't know. Maybe that's from the lightning strikes or something. Because like this whole spot is like it just like grenaded. What's funny is I was out here looking for coyotes when I found it. Found the original rock. And never did find any coyotes. I'm too easily distracted. But just a little bit ago, as I was walking up here, I was seeing coyote tracks all over the place. So, just tells you, it's like the bucket of fish thing, you know. Name that guy that couldn't catch a fish with a bucket of fish. Well, I'm like that with trying to hunt coyotes, but I don't really care. I just love being out here. It'd be cool to have a nice coyote fur on my wall, but if I ever have one or not, I don't really care. I'm just happy being out here. Hiking back towards the Jeep. I'm tired of worrying about screwing up the snake shed. Kind of excited to show it to the girlfriend and I know she'll like it. And I'm gonna go back to the Jeep, unload what I got, and then try another hill. Another spot where I found some stuff. It's all like within the same, I don't know. There's like two hills next to each other, a little ravine in between. And that's where I've been finding everything. And just all over the place is cool stuff. It's so hard to, like, my girlfriend was joking. She's like, ooh, candy. Ooh, candy. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. But just hiking down this steep hill. Flip this around, show you the Jeep. Maybe. See, Jeep all the way down there. And steep, no trail, no game trail, nothing. But, oh well, it's cool stuff to look at. Well, made it back to the Jeep. My back is killing me. I definitely need to fix that strap. I thought I could just power through it. But with those heavy rocks in there and that strap not being there, it didn't feel good. But I'll flip this around real quick. There's that one. This one's kind of heavy, but I love that coloring. It'd be kind of cool to cut this. Makes me nervous though, because I was cutting some of those other ones. It was like just falling apart, but I'll have to try to cut that anyway. And this guy, there's all the coloring in it. Super bright red, dark. I feel like if I polish that up, maybe cut it, it'd look really cool. And that guy is a little one, but still cool coloring. And I really wish I filled up my water tank, but I forgot. I wasn't thinking about it. I just dropped one. And that guy. I feel like this is all different than what I have been finding, but it's still really cool looking. And that, I think that's just a giant chunk of obsidian. That's cool coloring. And that guy. And that one. Let me see if I have water or not. I don't think I do. Pump's not even kicking on. Cool. So, something else to fix. But, yeah. Okay. Oh, and then probably my favorite find. Come out rockhounding, my favorite find is a snake shed, but still super cool. I want to go back up this other hill real quick. Probably leave the backpack, just take the rock hammer. But that's where I've been finding some of those like super unique pieces, is on this other hill. So I'm back over on my original hillside where I found the first few pieces, but not having much luck this time. I mean, I'm finding a lot of little pieces, but nothing like the cool big piece that I found. It's funny that was like the first real, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like treasure piece or really special piece anyway to me that I found. And I haven't found another one since. Guess that's how it works. It's like first time I ever bought a scratch-it ticket, I won 40 bucks, and that was the last time I ever won anything on a lottery ticket, so I just don't do that anymore. But I feel like that's like the same thing, beginner's luck. But anyway, they're still cool to look at. I don't care. You know, thing about coming out here, I don't care if I find absolutely nothing and just enjoy the sunrise. It's still a good day. Bad day out here is still better than a good day at work. So I will look and look and look just to look and not really care if I find anything. But I got the snake shed for today, so that's a plus. I'll keep looking around for a little bit. I'm not gonna spend too long out here. Girlfriend wants her lawn mowed, so gotta go get her gas and help her out with that. So I won't spend too much longer. But hey, just as I'm saying I'm about done, it's just like fishing, right? Just one more cast is all I want, right? Ooh, yes. Check this bad boy out. Look, it's got the same kind of look as the other ones. That weird. Look at that, cool. See, this is, when I found that other piece, I thought it was like a petrified root ball, which come to find out it's not, or probably not. but still, really cool piece. It's got that super light, like obsidian looking stuff, but then this right there, that piece is coming home. That needs cleaned up. You can't really see it, but gosh, I wish my water pump was working when my water tank was full. I'd love to wash that off right now, but it can wait till we get home. And look, it's another piece. See, I don't know. Maybe it is root ball of some sort, or root, or fossilized. I don't freaking know. I don't know what that is. It's different. So cool though. See, I love those. I don't know what they are, but they're super cool. Oh man. Well, I was gonna try to go home soon, but we'll see. I'm not gonna spend too much longer. I feel like I should help the girlfriend mow her lawn since she was incredible and she's been helping me out. So anyway, I'll look a little bit longer. That kind of got me excited. Find another cool piece like that. But anyway, I'll look for a little while longer and then probably head out. It's bad. It's so hard to not get distracted. There's a bunch of it here too. I love this stuff. It's like, you know, I was thinking about, you know, asking, do I focus more on like overlanding content, or do I focus more on like rockhounding content? But in all reality, they're kind of the same. You know, the overlanding goes really good with the rockhounding. I love overlanding. I'm not gonna, you know, the content stuff's cool. Like, it'd be nice if I made a income off of it to help support it so I could do it a lot more often, but whether it does or doesn't, I don't really care. I'm going to be doing it anyway. And the little piece, still kind of cool. So anyway, follow along. I'll probably keep doing this rock hounding thing. It's addicting. It's like every time I go out, I wonder if I'm going to find stuff again. And, you know, in all reality, I don't care if I do. I'm going to enjoy being out here, but then I do find more stuff, and then it's like super addicting, and I just want to keep looking for more. But I guess I got the rock hounding bug. That's what some people have called it. But anyway, we'll keep looking. I already think I see another piece. No, it's different. It's still super cool though. Anyway, found some stuff worth taking home for sure. My girlfriend's gonna be thrilled when I show up with even more stuff. See, that's why I thought it was petrified root. So that looks like a tree, but it's not. To me, that looks like the branch, but from what I've been told, it's not. So I don't freaking know. But it's cool, and it's coming home. There's another one. That's super cool. I don't know what it is, but it's coming home. Another one, a little tiny guy. All right, well, I'm gonna keep telling you guys that I'm gonna end this video, and then I'm not, because I'm gonna keep finding cool stuff. It's all over the place right here. Tons of just these little tiny, it's hard to tell me those don't look like branches. And someone told me, this is an old boy, but someone told me that there's an old petrified forest around here. he couldn't tell me where, but he said there's one around here. So what makes more sense on that? Is it, oh, there's a ton of it. Look at that. That's so cool. Another one. It's pretty dirty, needs washed off, but oh no. I hope the girlfriend's not mad when I show up super late. I literally, like, I usually wake up first on the weekends. I struggle sleeping, so sleeping in's not really a thing for me. But, so normally I'm up long before her anyway, so I figured this morning I'll just, whenever I wake up, I'll head out. And I woke up about 6 this morning. And so, see, that's super cool. So I woke up about 6 and got dressed and headed out. That one too. And I thought it was I'd just come out for a little while and come back about the time she wakes up and then start helping with the yard. Maybe put the rock saw to use and maybe work on the trailer some more. But I found a honey hole of it, so I don't know how quick I'm gonna get out of here. But we'll see. Oh, fuck. Sorry for the swearing. Stuff makes me excited. See that? Oh, that's different. That's cool though. Do not want to lose my big pieces. I left my energy drink next to it, so help me find it. No. I don't know how. I've watched some YouTube rockhounders, and I don't know how they keep their content short, because the rule of thumb is you don't want a clip being more than like 3 seconds or so. But how do you do that when it's like never ending cool stuff after cool stuff? Like, look at that. That's super cool. It's got all that, I don't know, obsidian-y stuff in there. Someone please help me. I hope at least one experienced rockhounder watch this whole video just to help me figure out what this stuff is. Like, look at it. I don't know what to do with it. Tony told me, he's like, well, rock doesn't go bad, so it can't hurt taking more home. Look at that one. For fuck's sakes. That one's super cool too, look. Damn it. I don't know. I want to take it all home, but I don't have anywhere to put all of it. Okay, I found the honey hole. This shit is literally scattered everywhere. Again, sorry for the swearing. I just get excited. And if there's anyone that is willing to like help me walk through like the claim process, like the pros and cons, like if I really need to worry about it or what I can do with a claim. Just another big one. Oh, there's so much here. I don't know if it's worth doing the claim thing or not. Like, I get it. Like, it's to, make it so other people can't take your stuff, but I don't even know what the stuff is. So how do I claim it if I don't even know what the material I'm claiming is? That really big piece I found, if you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, go back through my post and find it. You'll know when you find it. It's huge and awesome. like that piece, there's only a little bit of it sticking out of the ground. It was maybe like a couple inch piece sticking out of the ground. And so it's got me like kicking a lot of dirt because I want to find another one. I gave one piece, well, I sold a piece, but I might as well have gave it to him because I sold it to him super cheap for my favorite one. It looked like a cinnamon roll. I sold it to a guy for 20 bucks because he said he had a friend that was a geologist for Idaho. And so he was going to get with her and then get back with me and then tell me what it was, but he never did. You know, you try. You can't trust everyone, but I try to be trusting. Either way, it's just a rock. But I was kind of bummed because I really liked that piece. It was like my favorite one. I ran into him at that rock show, and I only brought a couple of pieces with me. I shouldn't have brought that piece because it was one of my favorites. But he was insistent I sell it to him so he could find out from his geologist friend what it is. And I trusted him, and unfortunately, he hasn't got back with me. I don't know if it was on purpose. He was an older guy. Technology didn't really seem to be his thing. He didn't even have his phone on him, which, no, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's just a rock. But I was kind of bummed I gave that one away, but now I found a little honey hole with a whole bunch more, so it's okay. But like, I want to sell them because it'd be nice to have the money to pay for like the overlanding and the content creating and, you know, work on some of my own personal dreams and goals and stuff. But at the same time, they're so cool, I don't want to get rid of them. So what do you do with that? I don't know. I'm sorry, this video is probably long and drawn out, and if you've watched to this point, I love you and appreciate you. If you want to help support me, you know, you can subscribe. It's only like a couple dollars a month. It's cheap, and it helps pay for fuel and those big tires that are not cheap. But look, some other cool one. Seem cool. I don't know how to show this. Look how cool that is. That's so cool. I don't know what it is, but I don't care. I'm keeping it. I love it. They're like my rock friends. But, yeah, this is way drawn out. I don't know how I'm going to post this video, but anyway, I'm going to cut this video now because if I don't, I'm just going to keep rambling, and I don't know if you guys are going to love me or hate me, but if you want more of this content, let me know. Comment down below. Subscribe if you'd like to support. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, we'll get to you guys later. Thank you for following along. And I'll for sure be posting pictures of this stuff. So chat at you later.